Hi, Michael Thibault here, done for you marketing systems with this week's edition of Mike's Marketing Minutes. Hope you're having a fantastic week. Great that you stopped by. Got a pretty fun, real quick vlog for you today. So over the weekend, I had a chance to get out of town and take my mom back to Florida and visit my one daughter who now works for Disney World with the Disney College program. And we had a chance to visit the busiest restaurant in the world. Can you believe that? This restaurant is busier than any other restaurant in the entire world. Google it, you'll see what I mean. It's a pretty incredible experience. So do you know where the busiest restaurant in the world is? Well, obviously, you probably think it's in Florida because that's where I was at. That's right. So that's a picture of me and my two lovely daughters at Disney World, the Magic Kingdom in Orlando, Florida, which is where the busiest restaurant in the world is located. So, and we went there over the weekend and it was packed. My dad also works for Disney, and I don't think they're at maximum capacity, but there was a bunch of people there, and it was hot, which is not a great combination, right? Unless you're a 6-year-old running through a splash park, and I wasn't. So that's why I don't have a big smile on my face, but we still had a fantastic time. So the busiest restaurant in the world is located in Tomorrowland in the Magic Kingdom. So I don't know if you've ever been there. It's called Cosmic Rays Starlight Cafe. So the way this is set up is it's general seating, there's a condiment section, and then there's a counter with a bunch of different people working at it with different sections. I think I counted like 15, 16 different sections where you can go up and order. So it's concession stand service. You go up, you place your order, you pay with a cashier, then you wait, they give you your food on a tray, and you go sit wherever you want. It was packed, as you can see. Tons and tons of people there. And you gotta have a system if you're gonna be the busiest restaurant in the world, right? And Disney is super good about creating systems. And I always said when I had my 6 restaurants, obviously I couldn't be managing those restaurants or being in the restaurant every day. You have to have systems in place to run your business efficiently, and then you put people in those positions to make sure that those systems are being adhered to and run properly. So you manage the systems, so it takes off the pressure of managing the people. And you can track back any successful business in the world to having great systems. So make sure you have a system in place. Obviously, they had one. And when the system breaks down, which when I was there, it did, and the issue is you need to have a backup system in place. So you might have to have plan A, plan B, and even a plan C and D, especially if you're the busiest restaurant in the world. So speaking of having a great system and systematizing everything to make your life better and your business run better, I'm gonna invite you to something that I did yesterday, which is a webinar on the top 6 strategies. And I gave you like 12 on that webinar. If you're on the webinar, thank you so much. But I'm actually gonna put up a replay for you, so I'll leave it up for the next couple days. Make sure you watch it because it's all about how to systematize your hiring process for your staff, especially for restaurant employees. So you can click the button below. And on the webinar, I cover the most cost-effective ways to locate, attract, and get top-notch staff that actually shows up for the interview. Because if you don't have a system in place for that, you're just kind of shooting from the hip. It's not gonna help your business. You need to have a system in place for hiring, for finding them, and for attracting top-notch employees to your business. Also, I cover what your potential employees really want when they're looking for a job. It probably isn't what you think. Okay, so watch the webinar and I cover that. Also, why online hiring websites aren't your best option. And I will give you what is. You will be surprised and it works fantastic. Everything I'm showing you on the webinar, we've tested with our clients over the past year, so make sure you watch it. Also, how to ethically approach staff that are currently working at another business and entice them for your business. I used to do this when I owned my 6 restaurants. It's a simple technique and it works really, really well. without getting other business owners upset. So it's an ethical way to do that. And the number one thing that works better than anything else we've tested for attracting the applicants and how to put that on autopilot and getting them to show up for the interview and so much more. So click the button below, sign up for the free on-demand webinar replay. You can watch it right now. It'll be the best hour that you spent for your business all year. I promise you that, because we all need staff, not just now, but also going forward. So make sure you have a hiring system in place. I will give you that system that you can implement in your business. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you on the webinar.